Get ready as Fighters Inc. presents 5 rounds in the FightMad Zone with the biggest names from the world of combat sports. Hosted by Joe Long. This is the FightMad Podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the FightMad Podcast, hosted by myself, Joe Long, from Fighters Inc. as we approach our 25th year in the combat sports sector. Give us a follow on all social media at Fighters Inc. and get subscribing. It's the FightMad Podcast, episode 11. Well, last guest, we had a current world boxing champion in Lee Wood. And as you know by now, if you've been listening to the podcast, we have celebrity fight fans, athletes, and industry insiders. And I suppose this next guest is an industry insider for the martial arts world and a celebrity fight fan. And a lot of you have been asking for this one. We used to do a podcast back in the day called the Combat and Strength Podcast with Joel Campbell. And it was very successful and had great listenerships to that podcast. And the next gentleman I've got on the podcast has got a few followers himself, only a few million. The biggest martial arts influencer on YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't need to make no more introduction than that. It's my friend, the one and only Master Wong. Master Wong, welcome to the FightMad Podcast, my friend. How are you?
I'm good, brother. I'm very, very good. Everything is so happening so good at the minute. So how are you doing? Haven't spoken to you for ages, you know?
It's been a while. You've been busy. We've been busy. I can see you repping the UFC Gym UK top, which I'm liking.
I love it. Last time we met up to the Nottingham, and you give me one of this to wear when we're doing the ambassador program, you know, with the ambassador fighting stuff. And this quality is good. It's beautiful. And I wear them all the time. I love it.
So, audience, you'll have to excuse me. Sometimes I call Master Wong Wongy. I just can't get my head around the Master Wong all the time. Master Wong, Wongy, what have you recently been up to, my friend?
Okay, so it's a lot of things happening. You know, I'm doing so many different. At the moment, I spend a lot of time writing the book, my story, and also doing a lot of training program, a lot of different training program for online, for upcoming instructor, for different group of people and stuff like that. So I could do a lot of that at the moment onto production, onto the new. So I have a new place setting up at the moment as well. So we're doing a lot of that, like courses, training program, instructor program, and stuff like that, and internet, YouTube, Facebook, you know, promotion.
Brilliant. So you, from what I understand, when we had a discussion a few months ago, you're setting up your own hub to film from.
Yes.
So on and so forth.
Yes. So I do a lot of that at the moment. I got 2 areas to film. One 3 area actually. One of them just normal like stuff I done for YouTube, and I got another area. It's not done yet, but when it's done, you definitely need to come up here. It's like the Shaolin Temple. It's like the way I design them, because we're using a lot of online teaching, like live teaching, so people can see the atmosphere and stuff like that. And also I have that sort of area for blue screen, so I'm filming a lot of things virtual. So that way it's a lot more easier to control, control the light, control the environment better for me, for the student, for learning experience, you know. So yeah.
Brilliant. And when just for our listeners, Master Wong, the teaching you do, it's self-defense related, right?
It can be both. I'm doing self-defense related and also health, like Tai Chi, Qigong, meditation, that kind of thing, and a mindset for it. So I do like 3 different things. The mindset and stuff like that is for business people that want to get good discipline, get the right mindset, and martial art, like self-defense stuff, doing for normal people, like in general people, and Tai Chi is people, want to know more about health side, get the body into the little bit different than training, like hard training. It's just more like internal stuff. So I do 3 different things.
Brilliant. So with all that in mind, are you ready to jump into round 1 of the FightMad Zone?
Let's do it.
Seconds out, round 1.
Let's go, round 1. First up for Master Wong. What is Master Wong's first ever fight memory?
The first ever fight, if some of you already read a book of mine, I write a book about myself in Vietnam when I'm young. It's forever in my memories. That always in my mind, even till now. Over 50 years now. I still remember. Is I fight with some kid in the at home in Vietnam. They're in the buffalo. Onto the buffalo. In that time we going out a lot with the buffalo, and the buffalo stink. It's very smelly because they live in the cave with all the shitty stuff, and it's just very bad. So when we passing by, I got on the buffalo, he got a buffalo as well, passing by, and the road is very small, and then he don't let me go through, so he hitting my buffalo, and then he knocked me off. So I go on, knock me off and fall down to the riverside, and then I get up and try to grab hold him, take him down, and have a fight with him. He beat me up, and then next thing I know, he got me in headlock. And when he got me headlock, only he suffocated me because he stink of the smell of the buffalo. So only thing I got my mouth, he leg, he fight. So I bite a big chunk of meat come out his leg, and it's like bleeding out. It's like, oh man, it's disgusting. And till now, I hate rare steak. Till now, I hate rare steak because rare steak, it really remember me of this is how I bite somebody, like using the bite them. And that's the first my memory. And even till now, sometimes I have a nightmare as well. Like it just made you feel very, the taste of it. It's just, now I still can taste it. If I bite into raw meat or thing like got blood, I taste it. Yeah.
It takes you back. So how old was you when this
that
happened?
time I about 7 or 8 years old. That time.
Right, and you just naturally went for the bite
because you got no choice. They beat me up, put me down, and he grabbed hold my head and forced me on the head. You got no choice. You can't do anything. You can't move. You can't do anything. I don't know any martial art. Natural for a human being is a thief. I mean, right there. What can I do? I can't do anything. So the lucky is his leg. Anyway, it doesn't matter where is it. I will bite it because I got no choice. But that's right in his leg, and oh my God. Sometimes some of you maybe not noted when you travel in a third world country and sit on a buffalo, okay, and you go near to the buffalo and you can see the smell of the buffalo, okay, and now your face, it's disgusting.
So I've never ever heard of anyone riding a buffalo. Number one, especially at that age. Number two.
Because in Vietnam, we go in the buffalo very young. Take the buffalo out for the eating grass, and then take them to drinking water. Because in that time in Vietnam, we don't have machine, so buffalo is mainly then using to harbor soap like stuff, like go into the doing rice field in a rice field,
Okay, like, it's like a workhorse type thing.
Yeah, the work thing, and the buffalo, that's what you got. And now when you go back to Vietnam, I go back last year, 2 years ago, less and less buffalo now. But before, buffalo is the only thing. And if you got buffalo, you got to take them out every day, eating, feed them, wash them, and stuff like that. I spend most of my time on the buffalo because I got problem where I am in Vietnam fighting. So my mom kicked me out and then sent me back home to live with my uncle, and that's where I am, and I stay there.
So you are the true buffalo soldier.
Oh man, yeah, buffalo.
Brilliant. So it goes down in the books, in the records. Round 1, Master Wong biting a chunk out of someone's leg over a fight on a buffalo. I love it. Wongy, only you could come up with that one, and I know it's real. We're going on to...
You got to read a book to know more, so you like it.
We're gonna. And what's the title of that book?
The book called Little Dragon. It's about my life story. I got problem in Vietnam when I grew up, so people get to know me a little bit more about how I growing up. Because like you, for instance, meet me, you just think I'm just bad guy, like the crazy mad and something wrong with my head. But it's all go back to the upbringing, where you come from, upbringing, and that's where always the problem is your upbringing. That's being who you are today.
Of course.
Seconds out, round 2.
We're going into round 2. Master Wong, who is your all-time favorite fighter and why?
Even the dead or alive?
Either.
Now, when I came to UK, when I got up from Vietnam to UK, and Chinese people, okay, when they finish work in a restaurant like my father is, they always have like VHS that time, VHS and the Chinese movie, Okay, and we always have Chinese film like Bruce Lee film, film like that, a lot of like Chinese film. So all I got a time to do at home when I finish school, come back home and watching Chinese film, and that's what inspired me. Is some young guy, small guys that beat anybody up and fight with anybody. And when I got bullied, that's what inspired me as well to be like that. So Bruce Lee is not just a fighter as a fighter, but it's as a right person, as you can talk about, like the mental sort of thing, you know, like something you look after too, as also is a fighter as well. And that is, what is it? Bruce Lee is have to be the man, because I grew up with it. You know, I grew up with this kind of Chinese thing, and watching a lot of Chinese movies. That time, no Jackie Chan, none of them. It's just only Bruce Lee. And that's what inspired me when I'm very young. I came to UK when I'm 11, okay? And I got a lot of problem. And that's the person I'm watching all the time, every day. You know, go back home watching and go out and practice the move and doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, Bruce Lee is the man.
Brilliant. And just for some of our younger listeners, you know, we didn't have mobile phones back in them days to be able to look at stuff. You had to physically get a tape, put it in the video recorder. Press play and watch it. You know, everything wasn't instant like on mobile phones, and there was only probably at that time there was only 3, possibly 4 channels on TV at that time, and a lot of the stuff on TV was probably unrelatable to us as young people.
That's it. Like, you know? BBC 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's it. Nothing else.
That's all you had, right?
That's all you have.
And a video recorder.
Yeah, every day is sort of like you're watching the same boring stuff. So that's why we have VHS, and VHS no more now, but that's it. VHS, that's it.
Yeah, that was the key. So what with Bruce Lee, what was your favorite movie at that time?
I love in the films that he made. He fight with the Japanese in the called Dong Nga Beng Fu. That's when he talked about the sick man of Asia. It's called the Way of the Dragon. Is it the Way of the Dragon? That he's got a problem, and then the Japanese fighting with the Chinese. They're talking about fighting the Chinese, and he go into the school, and the small midget Japanese guy go and give him problem and call them Dong Nga Beng Fu, meaning the sick man of Asia. You know, the sick man of Asia. And then he beat them all up, you know, beat them all up in the scene, and then breaking the sign, and getting the sign with the sort of like writing on the sign, grab it and feed this to the Japanese guy and tell them, this time you're eating paper, next time you're eating glass. You know, this is like really inspire you because I've been bullied a lot, and that time for the Chinese is very important, because the Japanese, it's been bullied the Chinese a lot because of the wars they've been fighting from Japanese and Chinese. So they've been bullied the Chinese a lot. And this is really open up me to really give me the strength that don't let anyone bully you, you know, stand up for yourself and believing in yourself that you can make things happen. So yeah, I love that scene.
Brilliant. Absolute. I'm sat in my office at the moment, Wongy, and I'm lucky enough to have worked with the Bruce Lee Foundation at Seni 08, and I've got two pictures up on my wall in the office. One's with
his daughter.
No. I met his daughter Shannon and his wife Linda, and his granddaughter who come to the show at the time with Shannon. So
wow.
But we done a number of exclusive prints at the Seni show. They're about 1 meter by 1 meter, and they're up on my wall as, you know, part of my work and our history over the last 25 years.
I definitely next time come down and have a look at that. I probably haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I don't know. You must have seen them when you've been around. You must have seen them.
Oh,
but there's some great prints, and it was got to put it out there, absolutely pleasure to work with the Bruce Lee Foundation in 2007, 2008 and 10 when we brought them over to the UK.
Oh wow.
So it goes down in the books. Bruce Lee, favorite fighter of all time for Master Wong.
Seconds out, round 3.
We're going on to round 3 now. This is where we go a little bit deeper, Wongy. We've had some great answers on this round by all of our guests. What is the biggest fight Master Wong has had to overcome in his life?
I think it's like when I came over here into this country, that I don't have any support and help. That I on my own, and then I get involved into a lot of gangs and stuff like that. That's one of my biggest fight in my life. Try to get out of what I've been doing and try to be able to make the better life I have. And that's one of my worst time is when I'm 18. You know, I travel around the UK a lot, involve a lot of Triad gangs and stuff like that, doing a lot of young, in that time, a lot of naughty stuff as well. And try to be able, because people don't realize, you know, sometimes now you see, and I talk to people, just tell you, they judge you like who you really are. They don't realize that you don't know where you come from. You need to understand the person, where they come from first, and why they're there. Because that time, if I got a better upbringing, my family there for me when I need them, because my father working every night, every day, try to feed us. I know English, I don't speak very well, got kicked out from school very young. And also the problem, and hang around with a lot of right people because I don't fit in, you know. When you don't fit in, you try to fit in when about 16, 17, you try to fit in with somebody, just try to fit in with a group of people. If you don't fit in, they beat you up every day and try to hassle you. And I don't want to live this life like this because I came from Vietnam. I got all this problem already. I don't want a history to repeat itself. So of course, I'm going to tell to myself, say, if I'm going to be in charge of something or doing something, I have to get involved with somebody bigger and better and stronger. I control, not that control my life. That's why I get involved with gangs and stuff like that and do many different things. And then when I stay there doing a lot of stuff, a lot of things that I don't like, because it's like it's not something my personality belong to, and I got problem. My problem is when I like something so much, I getting so into it, and when I get into it, it becomes a disaster for me. Like the personality. So if I like fighting or liking hurting people, I just like it so much, and when I get into it, it's no coming back. You know, if I send into doing certain thing, it's no coming back. It's like go there, get a job done, and come back. And I like it so much. I get into like it because of skill, because of the thing you're taking, also the thing you like it. But soon I met in my master, one of my master there, talked to me about thing. That's when I start to realize that you're better than you are. I don't want to come from Vietnam, give me the good chance and come over here in England and then make a mess about myself. And that's when I start to have a big time in my life to make a decision, stay or go. Okay, and that is the biggest part of my life. Like, you know, some nearly got myself killed, and also the problem in that time. I don't like to talk about this sort of thing in my past because I like to see the future. I don't like to look back a lot, but I learn a lot when I look back to being who I am today. I look back a lot to see how lucky I really are. So yeah, that's my biggest fight in my life. It's made a transition to go into do good. And when I go take away and go into good, I never look back. You know, it doesn't matter how much time they pull me back, try to bring me back. I'm getting so many time to get back, but I never made a decision to go back, turn back. I go forward. And even though I haven't got anything, I go forward to go to do what I want to do in life. So yeah, that's my toughest part of my life.
I mean, we've been in some, you and I have been in some situations in London where we've been out with each other and
yeah,
you know,
that's like, time we talk about, yeah.
and
casino.
So we've been in a few casinos, me and Wongy, over the years, and some of the past comes back sometimes.
Yeah.
It never goes away, and people do look at you in a certain way. I don't know how well documented it is out there of your past, and I know, knowing you, you know, I don't want to go too deep into it, but what I would like to know is how long was that transition for you from mentally deciding that you wanted to get out of what you was in to actually getting out of it? How long was that process?
I need to move away for 3 years. Like soon I decide I need to move away. Nobody know me where I am for 3 years to work every single day. For 7 days, every single day, work in one of the Chinese restaurant in Malden, in the Essex area. Stay there for 3 years. Nobody know where I am, and I'm there for 3 years. all I want to do is make, because when I involved with all this guy, I make a lot of money. When you involve, you make a lot, but you spend a lot. Like anything.
It's like water.
Huh?
It's like water, isn't it?
That's it. It's just easy come, easy go. Thing is gone, everything is gone. And then when I come back, I got nothing left. So only thing to make it is spend time, work hard. My master told me when I first time I met him once in one is a casino up the casino up Leicester. That first time I go there and I met him and he pulled me out and he said, you got a good soul on you, but you have problem, dark around you. If people know me, a lot of people know me, a lot of people younger, when I'm younger, I'm bad. If people look at me wrong, I fucking put your face. It's standard. If you look me not right, I'm gonna kneecap you. I don't want to take a second thought. I just do it because I don't like you look at me like that. I remember so many times even when I gone out of it, and even that time I gone out, the thing still in me. Like one time I go to the nightclub, and then somebody took me wrong, say something wrong, take in the toilet, beat the fucking living daylight out of them, and then go. It's just the way people look at me, because when I'm younger, I getting so suppressed, like treat you like shit, like treat you so bad, and I don't want this. I don't want this. People look at me now. So that's what is it. Like in the Leicester area, I do a lot. Birmingham, Leicester, London. This is free area. I do a lot of stuff. And when I get out of it to stay away, I just really need to make sure that I have to ground it, very grounded. That don't do anything, stay where you are. I don't go out anywhere. You don't see me go anywhere, because soon I go somewhere, trouble arrive. It's just one is the thing. I don't understand it. Just anywhere I go, it's trouble arrive. One time I went with a group of people, left for about a year, group of people, and then go to watching the film. And soon as watching the film in the cinema, in front of me, they got some seat in the back, loads of people there. And then suddenly somebody throws stuff at me, like throw stuff at my head, no reason. Yeah. And I just leave it, throw again, leave it. And then it started to throw again. I stand up, said, who the fucking throw the thing at me? Stand up, and I'm going to fucking teach you a lesson, like in front of a lot of people, And that's the full cinema. And then somebody in front of me, here, look at me, said, shut up, your ching, and sit your ass down. I don't like that. Slap him so hard, okay? That 5 finger on his face, like you just can't get off. It's so hard whack on it, boom on his face like that, And I said, never ever talk to me like that, And then when I finish that, I walk out the cinema, and then we wait for him when he finished. When he finished the cinema with a group of people, 5 people, finished walking out, I said, come over. I said, do you remember what you just said to me in there? And he turned around and said, oh yeah, that's you again. I get a whip out, like my belt, fucking beat the living daylight out of them. Because this is, I don't know, it's just something wrong with me, some things that I don't like it. So I try to not to get involved too much, like going out, certain things. So try very grounded, and yeah.
So there's a dark side, as I know, to Master Wong, but there's also a spiritual side which took over from that side to get you out of that situation. But it was about a 3-year process for you to actually get through that.
More than that, 3 years to get me grounded.
To get you grounded, yeah.
And then after that, take me about 5 to 10 years to get me to be more, a little bit more better, like become the better version of me. Every day, I try to shave things off, like clean it off. Every day, try to ignore things, but sometimes you're getting you so much, you're going down. That's why my master introduced me to doing Tai Chi, introduced me to the meditation side, and introduced me to doing a lot of help stuff, helping people. Soon as I start to learn to help people, or so learn to do something like that, you see you on them, you see you at them, and then you see what you've done wrong, okay? And then you start to changing slowly, doing things slowly, and then gradually. Now, I live it better. I don't say 100%, but I say about 80%, 80% of myself is better, okay, better. But it's always the dark side of me, and yeah, about 80% now, spend more time grounded, more, try to don't get in too much trouble. And every time I go, trouble just arrive, man. It's just one of them thing. So
round 3, the answer for Master Wong's biggest fight in life, basically overcoming the dark side.
Seconds out, round 4.
We're going on to round 4. We're going into the championship rounds, people. And we're going a bit lighter here, Master Wong. Just remind me to never go to your cinema when you're watching a film. What is Master Wong's biggest musical inspiration?
I think the big music inspiration must be the Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, yeah. I remember like many of them that he sing, but like the black and white one, listen to a lot. Filler, listen to them a lot, and them kinds of music. So I like it because the way he do music is a lot of energy behind it, and because of that is where I thought is you go through the music, you go through the vibe of energy, you feel that, and it made you pop, made you doing things. Sometimes I getting doing, if I go out and doing certain job or something, I gotta put in quite loud music to get your side up, to get into it before when you get there, to get the work done. So yeah, definitely it got to be Michael Jackson,
Brilliant. I understand what you're saying about the energy there.
It's a lot of energy, yeah?
Yeah, lot of energy, and his dancing was unbelievable.
Yes.
The move. So if you
this is another thing as well, yeah. Some of you might not know that, you probably know now. That's why I call Michael, okay, Michael Wong. Then called Master or Michael Wong. I have my takeaway. I got the first takeaway. I get out of the problem. I spent 3 years, made enough money, and then open the first takeaway when I'm first business when I'm 21 years old, and it's open kitchen. Yeah, open kitchen, and that's why I call Michael. He called Michael because of Michael Jackson. But I thought to myself, I don't want to call the Chinese name. So what the best names that is? Then I called it Michael Jackson. I listen to him a lot. I like that, Michael Jackson. So I call it Michael Takeaway. And then that's why I call Michael Wong. So yeah, okay. So that's where the inspiration come from. It's not just about, oh, I like the music. It's when you start to get into it, then you start to know about it. And then yeah, the first business I have called Michael. If people come to Ipswich area, you go to the North Road, you see that on the side there, the first takeaway business I ever opened, open kitchen. Because that time I say to myself, doing business, I say to myself, how the hell I competition with another person next door to business? Because it's only 2-3 doors away, it's not a takeaway. Then I said to myself, what I learned in the past through the thing I do when I'm young about believing myself, about know that I got confident, learn through the martial, my must teach me and go through the discipline, I can do it. And then I open a kitchen, they call open kitchen. And the only thing is the why it's so special, because you can cook. Okay, and showing people how you cook and what to go into the food and inspires them. And that made me, that's the first business. I'm doing very, very well. And then next door, they don't have much business. But that's the first bit I've done, because competition with people and then stuff like that. Because I think to myself, if you're going to do any business, then next door, they've got a lot of customers already there, go there already. They might as well come and see me. And then I open kitchen. So yeah, that's the first business I ever done. And that time, give you another fun thing as well. I don't know how to cook. I work in a takeaway, come up from the gang, go to the takeaway to work, and I don't really know how to cook. So I just learned about it in that 3 years, learn about preparation, but don't know how to cook. So I got my friend of mine, teach me, come down when it opened. When it opened, I don't even know how to cook, yeah? He come down one day, teach me how to cook, okay? Teach me how to cook, teach me all the bits and pieces, and I open it. And then I've learned from what I'm doing in that 3 years. From the business, I learn it and I do the business as I improve. So I always say to myself a lot of time, the best way to do is do it, and then you learn on the way, because you made a mistake, then you learn your mistake. That's the same thing in life that I go through from the gang, I left and I learned my mistake and I just clean them up and I go forward. So yeah, that's I'm called Michael Takeaway, Michael.
Brilliant. So we're gonna do a point 2 to this question. Or point 5 to this question. We're going to go 4.5 with Michael Jackson. What is your favorite track from him?
I think the favorite track got to be Filler, Filler,
right, so,
that one.
Right. So we've had some guests on talk about music. We've got to have a couple of lines out of you, Wongy. We've got to have a couple of lines out of you performing Thriller.
Is
you
it?
For that?
I don't
Come on. How would it go? Can you do the dance as well?
Huh?
Can you do the dance as well?
Not really, no. I just like the way that he doing through the ghosts and feeler and stuff like that. Remember, my English is not that great.
You're not going to sing for us.
Huh?
You're not going to sing for us.
No.
Come on, Wongy. We've got to get a verse out of you.
No.
And I'll even set you off on the first line.
I listen to the music. I don't listen to the lyric.
I'll set you off on the first line and you can come in.
Try it. Try it.
No, you've scared me. We're going to go into round 5.
Yeah. Because I like the music, like he got loads of different music of it, the ways, the energy of it. Yeah. So I don't remember the lyric a lot because my English is bloody,
Oh, great. The video, when the video come out for Thriller, was unbelievable as well. Again, I think that was VHS times. That's
why I'm saying all the old stuff,
Yeah.
Thriller,
Yeah.
So, stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's just beautiful stuff. He got loads of good songs, but that one I listened to a lot when I'm younger, a little bit.
Great track.
Seconds out, round 5.
We're going to go into the final round, the championship round 5 with Master Wong. And it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on today, Wongy. We want to know Master Wong's dream team in life. Who would be your corner team? We're looking for 3 individuals. And
anyone or anybody or
anyone. You may know them, you may not know them.
Okay.
But we're looking for 3 names who you would have in your corner team for life.
I think if I saying that somebody is going to be there and I really have a true heart, I don't met them very long ago, much at all. I met him in America. It's a pit master. It's the chocolate teacher. Yeah. The first time I met him, he just say himself, he's an older brother. I'm the younger brother of him. I'm just a younger version of him. And we get on him so well. He looked up to me a lot when I came to America, take me around and stuff like that. I said, someone I don't even met, I don't even know him before, So to somebody can do that and helping you and able to stay by you, this is the person I want them in my life because he don't take no for answer. He put you on the right track. He helped you to go where you want to go in your life. And Pit Master is the main person that, is to look at, he have a quite dark thinking as well. We talk a lot about his past as well. And he's just very good, the quality be hard, very good. And the next person want to have in my life, got to be my master. Teach me a lot of stuff about mindset. He's not physically, he dead already. He's not physically here with me, like pointed out, but the thing he say, because when I'm involved with a lot of talks, the thing he say, the thing he point out to me, what I need to do, it set me in to who I am today. I always remember that what he told me, and I follow that because like anything, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. The principle about life, and he says something about life important as well. He said, learn and do anything in life. It falls down to 4 basic principles. The purity of your intent, the focus of your will, the level of your awareness, and the quality of your character. And the last one is very close to my heart, the quality of your character. If your character is good, it doesn't matter what you do, you'll always come back. Me is a very good example. I go in a very dark side. I can go either way. If I live in Vietnam, either very big in the gangs, like in charge of millions of people, out there killing people, okay? Or I did. It's the same for that. I know it's not in between because either this way or that way. So I go back to the quality of your character. Are you going this way to do bad or go this way to do good? If the quality of your character good, they can't pull you down, to pull you down. You will keep that and always remind you. And that's what, now I go back to the martial art. I got about 3 masters. Another thing I learned about them, another martial art. Martial art is about discipline. Another master of mine teaching me close quarter. He's involved in gang. He's a member of the gang. He's one of the head of gangs as well. He first person teach me Chinese martial art called a Bat Mei. You heard of Bat Mei? White eye brown. Yeah, Bat Mei, white eye brown. Similar to Wing Chun, but Bat Mei. That's mainly gangs that people use, And that give me a lot of discipline. What it teach me the mindset of how to don't worry about in life, or don't worry about people. Another thing it teach me to understand about is a discipline, and how I got to learn that to understand about what good and what not. And this 3 person is very, very closely to my heart. And I knew it's not about knowing. Okay, my master always told me about it. It's not about what you know, it's what you do. It's not knowledge is the power, but apply knowledge is the great power. So it doesn't matter what you know, you have to apply to every day you do. Okay, and this is why he's saying, it doesn't matter how much you learn, how much you do. Little knowledge on fire, it better than loads of knowledge on ice. Okay, and from this, it brings me to who I am. As you remember, when I'm young, I got no education, kicked out of school very young. Also the problem, okay? And I can't read, write. Literally, I'm the failure of the world. But look at me now. I edit, I do filming, I do production. I met you. First time I met you, all sort of thing. I can do all that. It goes back to the basic principle of martial art teach me, okay? And Pit Master talk a lot about this as well. What Master teach you is the mindset and the discipline that you need to learn, not about fighting. Fighting is a small part, and everything in life is fall back to the mindset and discipline. And these three people is really, really close to my heart, and that's why I am today, because of them.
Brilliant, brilliant. So we've got the Pit Master, Michael. So what was the other two names?
Well, I had two names. One of my master, teaching me the first martial art about the Tai Chi and stuff like that.
Okay, but you can't say their names.
No. And then another one is the.
I got it. Okay, I get it.
Another one is the teaching me at the gang as well. I don't. Another thing
their names don't come into.
Why I don't like to mention who teach me and stuff like that. One thing I always say from day one, my master told me this is very important. Don't plug name. Don't using their name to get where you are in life. Get where you are in life because you get you where you going, not because of them. I don't go in there job name. You know who they are. You met them. You're the one of my great master. You met them before. You probably see them before. You met them, but I don't like to mention them because when you mention people, it become like, oh, this. And I don't like that. From day one, I never did. And why is that? Because when soon I involved in the gangs, the master, the one to teach me in the martial, I said, when you go out, you got trouble. Don't call my name. Don't ever mention my name. If you get yourself in a shit, get yourself out of it. Okay? Don't ever mention my name. Regardless you do good or bad. Name and what I teach you, it close to your heart. And remember this, don't using name to get with you somewhere in your life. You have to make it yourself by doing it. Okay? By doing it. Action louder than word. So you got to doing it. If you get there, you get there. If you don't get there, blinding yourself. So I learned a lot of this throughout this journey, you know?
I love that. You've got me fired up, Wongy. You've got me fired up today with that prep talk. I think I'm gonna have to plug on with some work this afternoon and get things moving.
No, do you think that's true though? Do you think that's true though in life? Listen, I'm 50 now. I'm go through that. You similar age and us, you know. We go through this. We learn about life.
We're similar age, and he's dead right. You know, there's been 101 situations, you know, within the combat sports sector where, you know, what I find within my work is that some people automatically feel that you should give them something because they know someone. So, you know, as you say, mentioning a name or, you know, oh, I'm a friend of whoever.
So and so.
Yeah. So they feel that
entitled
automatically that you have to give them a leg up or some information or a contact or, you know, mainly contacts within what I do, you know. And,
but you see, you know that Joe, life is like this. You see, a lot of time people come in, they're dropping name, and then you feel like, wow. I said, I don't want to drop name. What I want to do is see what you got. You know, what you have, what you show in your hand. Show me your hand. Yeah. Stop talking rubbish to me.
Make your own name. I love it.
Yes, make your own name. And if you can't do that, then I respect you. I respect you. Like my master, same. He made his own name. Another master, the same in the gang. He made his own name. If it's good or bad, it's up to their life, not my life.
That's
what
right.
you do is you chose what good of them to bring in your life because you are running your life. You don't running somebody else's life. You don't want somebody else's on shadow you. You live your own life. You live here in this planet, this earth, okay? We go to spaded earth and you want to do something good or you want something in your name. Then you make something Do something about it. Instead of like, because you live because he say so, or because, no, you, what you want to live in life. And that's very important. Nowadays, people lost that. They just live because their mom said, like my mom, my dad always want me to be the doctor, want me to become the lawyer, or become a teacher, or something respectful. I don't do none of that. I do something I love. I love to do what I'm doing. I go and do that. I don't listen to anybody tell me to do something that I don't like. So life is the same. Doing something you love and enjoy what you do, you will be fried. You will love it. You know, like Pit Master talk a lot about that. And I just love the way. That's why we get on with him very well. And I just love Pit Master. He's the man, you know?
Brilliant. Brilliant. Master Wong, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. I'm telling you, I'm being serious. You got me fired up today. And what is up and coming for Master Wong this side of Christmas or the New Year?
Okay, the New Year coming up. I'm doing a lot of program for instructor to helping different people in the world to want to learning different things, and also try to see if everything is good. We do trip I do a trip in Vietnam and America often as well, because in America I do a super show. There's Pit Master there as well, and all the people I met over there, super show. So we do something over there next year, but we don't know yet how's the planet yet. And then also in Vietnam, we're doing a trip in Vietnam to go and see the culture, meeting people, and also training, also getting the mindset in somewhere that different than here, you know. So that's my plan for next year, and do a lot of program and get involved with you, and you know, do things promoting, helping UFC gym to get people more people on it, and so on and so forth. And go back to that. So yeah.
We look forward to seeing you down at UFC gym, hopefully before the new year. I know you're a regular down and support what we do, and that's amazing. If people want to log on to your programming, Wongy, where can they go?
All they need to do is go on masterwong.tv to find me. Masterwong.tv. Yeah.
Tremendous.
They will see me. They see me on Facebook and YouTube. They'll find me, you know.
Wongy, it's been an absolute pleasure to have you on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning into the FightMad Podcast, hosted by myself, Joe Long. Make sure you give us a follow at Fighters Inc. or subscribe to the FightMad Podcast, available on all good podcast platforms and YouTube. And if you're on YouTube and you're having a look around, apparently Master Wong's got a few followers as well. Give him a follow too.
Thank you, brother.
It's the FightMad Podcast. I'm Joe Long and I'm out.
I'm out. Master Wong here. Out.